Hey there folks, it's been a productive day. I am going to do today's CSS Daily Target. Let's do it. Oh, look at that. Okay. Okay. One thing you can do is do a transform and a skew with a degree where I think it's going to be 0, 40 degrees or something like that. Put the background on it and then do the, so I'm going to save that and then do the blank template. Yeah, okay. Do that. Let's put some margins on that element. 100, okay. The angle's wrong. I need the blue on the background. Let's let's call my shot here. I think that I can do this by creating one of those and then doing a bunch of box shadows. So let's see if I can do it that way. I might be wrong about that. It's certainly very specific. 100, 100, 200. Okay, let's go a little higher. 100. So we're gonna make this one right here, just because we got to start somewhere. 3. Okay, and then 2, 10, 20, 1, 2. And then I guess that height is probably a little wrong. How about 105, 106, 107, 108, 109? Let's change this margin. So 129. Okay, and then that number's too high. How about 90, 92? How about 80, 84, 85, 86, 87? Okay. Kind of working. What do you think? 8, 7, 6, 5. And this height needs to be 10, 11, 12. Oh, no, too high. 100, 101, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I made one of them. And now I just have a whole bunch more to make. Is this a silly way to do it? Yeah, maybe. But it seems to be working. I'm going to set the color. And then box shadow. I think this is going to work. So I do 0, 100 pixels. 0, 200 pixels. 0, 180. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 90. 91. Okay. Now let's do the one, or did I get it? Yeah. Then the one above it. How about minus 191 pixels? Does that work? Okay. So we got that going. It's a repeating pattern. And there's probably a way to do it as a repeating pattern. If I can't get to 100%, then I will do it another way. Okay, 100 pixels, 0. Let's do, is there one at the same level? No, they have to be moved vertically as well. So let's do a minus 50 pixels. So over more, 1, 2, 3, 35. And then minus 150. 60, 70, 80, 90, 91. Okay. And then how about 0 minus 191 pixels? No, 135 pixels. 191. Maybe that's not doing it. So no, that's no good. Okay, so how about 135? So again, we're moving to the right. 135, 0. Okay. That did it. And then how about 135 pixels minus 100 pixels? 200, 300, 350, 60, 70, 80, 83, 81, 82, 83, 82. Okay. Crazy. I don't remember one quite like this. Okay, so the next one be like 200 pixels, 0, 150, no, 300 pixels, 0, 3000, no, 330. What am I doing wrong there? I think that I'm going here, but apparently I'm not. So I'm adding red so I can see whatever the heck it is. 4. Oh, look at that. So the transforms are skewed as well. So the way that I'm thinking about this is wrong. Okay. So let's try to understand what I'm doing here. So my original is the white one there. So that's the starting point. And when I create a new one, it's also moving down that axis. That means that the Y values, I need another one with a 191 Y value, I think. So let's do 0, 300 pixels. 3, 5, 6. No. Okay. So I'm not seeing that. I don't know why. I guess I just have that number wrong. 191, 202. Okay, so there it is. So I don't understand these numbers at all. So rather than okay, I just got to do them one at a time and be very cautious about how I'm doing it, because I clearly just don't understand how to work in this isometrically twisted space. Okay, so 135, 0. Because I've set this color to red, and that color needs to be this color if I want to really match it. Okay. Okay, so the first set. Okay. What have I got going on here? 0, 0, and then here's the 135s, comma. Okay, how about 1 minus 220 pixels? So numbers that are different but not the same. I'm missing a comma somewhere, I think. Oh, because or missing a PX. And probably missing something else too. Oh my goodness. Oh god, we got a period at the end. So this is the brittleness of CSS for my purposes. 1. So okay. There we go. So 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 200. All right, let's get rid of that and adjust these numbers just a little bit. How about 3, 5? 3, 5, there we go. And then 1, 2, 90, 191. the punchline of this might be that I am doing this wrong. Like, this is not going to be 100% match. Like, I actually kind of see a little bit of a ghost there. And so that's going to be funny, in as much as these are funny. Okay, so let's do 0, 0, pink. Okay, so that's right under it. And essentially, I just want to navigate the thing over. 3 minus 10. Yeah, so this is making more sense. That means for any time I move over, I need to also move the other number. So I can't do the two numbers in isolation because I just don't know what they are. So maybe 190 and then minus 140. Okay, so that's moving its way along. 200, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and then more negative. 5, 6, 7, 6, 7. There's 270, great, and then 8, 9, 191. Okay. pretty amazing. Like, this game continues to surprise me with how novel it can be. Let's do yellow again, and then increase the number, and then decrease this number. Okay, so there it is. I moved it too much. Okay, 7. Yeah, so 4. Okay, so there's 4, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And remove that. I think we're there. No, a little bit more. Okay, let's submit that. We've now made many box shadows, and that's 100% match. I don't want to do it this way. Like, I really, like, it's kind of a weird way to do it. I kind of think there has to be a better way to do it. I mean, it's fine. So I'm going to resubmit for a final answer for this mechanism. So let's do the nested template and see what it takes to do a background on the body that gets these shapes. What I find myself wanting to do is okay, so here's the approach. Let's make a linear gradient, and just to make it explicit, we're going to do blue, and then this color, and then the blue again. And then I'm going to say 0, 0, and then 100 pixels, 100 pixels, and then no repeat. So here's what I want to do. I want to line myself up right here. Or I want to line myself up right with what repeats, right? Yeah, I think so. Okay. Okay. So I need an angle. And I didn't keep track of what the angle was. About 45. Yeah, sure. And then it's taller than it is wide. And then we move it over, what, 100 pixels? And that's too much. 90 pixels over, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95. That's too wide. Let's make it 90. How about 80? How about 75? And then we'll move it down 10 pixels, 100 pixels. Nope, too low. 8. It is a 200 pixel tall thing. Okay, so let's do what? 30%, 0, 70% as a guess. So now we created that stripe. And if I repeat, well, let's not get ahead of ourselves here. 71, 2, no. 70. 29, 30, 31, 32. How about 10 pixels and go 3, 4, 5, 6, 61 pixels, 60, 62, 61 pixels. Now I am seeing a little bit of funkiness about that, but let's do a repeat Y. So it's not quite repeating where I want it to. And that's interesting. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put blue in the background. And then I'm going to use transparent at these edges. And I think by doing that, oh, and I don't want that, I want transparent. So it's not totally aligning. It should be taller. 10. Well, let's do the no repeat again. And that's not showing me anything. Why? What did I do wrong? Oh, because it's 200 pixels tall. It needs to be 200 pixels tall at least. All right. It's too tall, 10 tall, and then I decrease it by what, 575. Oh, very weird. So let's rather than do it exactly like that, fun challenge. This is a really fun challenge. Oh, the 70%. So if I change the height, that's going to change this percentage, and that makes perfect sense. And I would like to do it from the top. Yeah. So that's a component problem of this. So let's say, let's put things back how they were, and then let's use this a pixel value. 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and now if I set the height to be different, I'm doing PY, PY. And then 8, 9. Oh, look at that. So here's where we see the problem. See that edge? That makes it harder, I think, to do a repeating gradient here. And that's really interesting to me. I find that really, really interesting. But what if we make that so it's a height of 190. What if I make that a height 100%? Or if I just unset it. Maybe I don't have to do either. Okay. So if I do that, and let's set the top. So I'm coming in from the bottom. And that is sort of a weird thing for us here. So I'm going to unset this mark. Yeah, okay. So let's now, I think we've got something. And I think what I'd like to do is start actually at 135. No, minus 135. Okay. So let's just do each color and try and learn. We're going to learn about this grid. So we're going to do that, and then transparent, and then that, and then the same color again, the light color. and then I'll put black or the blue color in the background. Okay, so this is what we got now. All right. I do 21. No, here 21 pixels. 0, 121. Okay. All right. So here now 3, 4, 5, 6, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And then what do I need now? This number needs to go up. 3? No, it needs to be less. 9, 101, 110, 12, 13, 14, 15. And then this number 5, 6, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8, 9, 190. 230 pixels and then 0. 30, 40, 50. Okay. Now, so what do I do with that? So I think this is the one that's operative. If so, and let's make that height be 200%. They're all going to start from the top. So okay, so here's my gradient. Plunk. He's a CSS variable now. This is going to allow me, I think, to use the same gradient 4 times. So var G is that. All right. So I'm going to copy him. Ready? There we go. And then we're going to move the next one is going to be over. 195. Okay, great. 5, 2, 10, 10, 20, 30. Okay. Now, I think I can move it up. So minus 10 pixels. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 61, 62, 55. 56. There it is. All right. Next. I'm just going to copy and get in the same thing, like that. And he's going to be, a little further over. How about 300, 10, 20, 30. So we get that one going. Can't say that I remember one quite like this, and I think it's really great. Kudos to the team at CSS Battle for this one, because it is definitely a surprising one. 5. Okay, so here's where, so that bottom one, so this gradient is twice as tall as the body. And if I add 300 pixels and then do red, we should be able to see that. So there's red. And it actually does show up here. So that's great. That means I understand what's going on. Okay, so this one needs to be a little lower. So let's do transparent again. Okay, and then this number gets higher. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5. Okay, And then see what it does when you don't have a constraint on it. 0, so 0, 0, 75 pixels, 200%. Repeat Y. Okay, next. This needs to be negative, minus 50 pixels. 60, no, 50, 40, minus 40. All right, so then let's push it up. Minus 10 pixels, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, minus 90. All right, now I'm not sure. I kind of see little lines there, but this could be 100% given what the other things that we saw. Let's find out if this is 100% match. It is 100% match. So not shocking, but a little surprising. So let's break this up. How do we break this up? I'm going to comment this out, and I'm going to say background size is this. I'm going to say background color. I'm going to say this blue color. And then background repeat is repeat Y, because they're all the same. There's a lot of commonality, and I don't usually do this, but I think that this will work. Background image, and then it's just var G 4 times. And then it's background position, and it's these numbers. I hope. We're going to find out right now. And then these numbers. Is this shorter? It kind of doesn't look shorter as I look at it, but maybe it's shorter. Let's submit that. Minify, unit replace, submit. Truly novel puzzle. Very novel puzzle. I don't think it's a better score. Okay, so let's go back to this guy, which is the altogether. Let's unit replace and minify and resubmit. And is that a better score? So 4 gradients and a background color. Yeah, and that's as good as it gets. Is this? And that's none of this is better than the box shadow. The box shadow actually gets a better score. And that's interesting to me. Because there is a lot of repetition, obviously, in the box shadow, because it's do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. What else? Now, is there a way to repeat this? Skew the whole background? Probably. Oh boy, I feel called. Can I skew the whole body? Let's find out. Oh boy. Am I asking for trouble? Yeah, I kind of am. That's fine. Okay. So here's body, and I'm putting a skew, a transform skew, because we know that that's a thing. So let's see if we can create a conic gradient. And again, our friend the conic gradient is awesome. So what do I need? I need this color, 25%, and then the blue, 0. So that transform is not doing its job. You cannot transform, or I'm not seeing a way to transform skew on the body. So let's see if we can do that on an element. Blank template. There it is. Okay. So what I want to do is create that element. So let's give that, let's do the margins 0. Great. Margin 0 on the body, and then a height of 200, 300, 400. Skew, so I need a transform origin of nope, not that. How about 50%, 50%? Okay, and then how about a height of 600? No, that's still not right. How about a vertical of 0? No, not doing it. So I need a margin top here of -100, 0, or 200. And if I do that, I need to be at a lot taller. 7. Okay, so that's covering it now. All right. Whew. I love it. Okay, so that margin accomplishes getting, and do I need the transform origin still? Good, we don't need it. I love it. Okay, so now I need to create that background, iconic gradient, and I'm going to place it 0. Actually 50%. If I put it in the middle, that's probably going to be good. 50%, 50%, and then a width, 100 pixels, 100 pixels, and then no repeat. Okay. Okay. How do we do this? So let's give this numbers. 100 pixels, 100 pixels. Any of these will do. I know I don't see it. How about 200? There we go. 2. There we go. The width needs to be wider. Yeah, so we need to encompass this shape. Okay. So wider is here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then less far over with this background position, 1.8, 1.7. A little wider. How about 145? No, how about 140? 140. No, 135. Okay, and taller. 200. Not as tall as that. 190. 191, 92. 93. Okay. Oh, we're close. I think we're close. Don't speak too soon, Joe. 50%, 50%. Okay. So I think we need to move a little more over. 1, 2, no, less 4 over. 45, 44, 43, 44. And then down, 51, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's let it repeat. Woo! So in principle, that's kind of working, but it's kind of not. Okay, so this 3 might be wrong. How about 5, 4, 3, 5. Okay, so let's do this in pixels. That's 660. Okay, great. And then how about 200 tall? How about 190 tall? Oh, there just is a little bit of drift there. Just a little drift. You can see that it's close. There's probably a way to do this. I may not have time to do this properly on this video. But this is certainly an interesting challenge. Can skew be used this way, and is the way that I'm doing this kind of gradient, could it be used this way? Probably. Is there something peculiar about how I'm doing this? 200. The positions are fine. So, excuse me, probably I can remove, I can start this at 35 instead and be the same, and then I can remove 190 from this and go just 12 and have it be the same thing. Yeah, so I can. Amazing, kind of amazing. Yeah, so these are good, and then it drifts for the lower ones. So that means that the vertical's wrong. 89, 88, and then let's move this 10. Yeah, it's just not tuning the way I want it to. But it is close. And if I submit that, that's not going to be 100% match. Yeah, just it kind of smells like it's not going to match. But it is certainly a fun solution to the problem. All right, I'm going to stop there. I'll once again load my prior solution of the 645. Yeah, so this box shadow seems to be the good one, but if you figure out the skew with a background, I would love to see it. Love to see it. And without the skew, this is what I just made. So, so yeah, that's a fun one. Anyway, hope you're having a good day. Have a great day. Hope you enjoyed this video. I did. Go make a webpage. I'm kind of tired, but it's a good day. All right. Bye-bye.